Hi everyone, this is Lorena Freya, and welcome to Journey into Witchcraft. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the pagan holiday Ostara. If you don't know what Ostara is, it's also known as the spring equinox, and it's a celebration of equal day and equal night. It's a major Sabbath to celebrate renewal and rebirth, along with the fertility of spring. This year, Ostara is on March 20th, which is this coming up Monday. And traditionally, Ostara, who's the goddess of spring and dawn, was represented with fertile rabbits at her feet. At this time, plant life becomes greener and increasingly abundant. Trees and flowers pollinate, and animals emerge from their winter hibernation. In the pagan wheel of the year, Ostara represents when the god becomes older, but still has that childlike innocence. Ostara is also often compared to the Christian Easter holiday. For those of you who don't know who the goddess Ostara is, she's considered the maiden of spring. Now, Ostara is a goddess to the West Germanic people, and she was taken to England with the Angles and Saxons before the rise of Christianity. The name of the pagan holiday Ostara is spelled O-S-T-A-R-A, based on the pronunciation of Ostara's name, which her name is Eostre. And according to scholars, her name has a few meanings. It can mean to shine bright light, towards the dawn, morning, or eastwards. Now, Ostara represents the maiden aspect of the Wiccan triple goddess, which is the maiden, the mother, and the crone. The maiden is young and pure, representing birth and beauty at this time. Believe it or not, Easter is never mentioned in the Bible. And the term Easter actually originated from the goddess of spring's name, Ostara. Ostara was the goddess of spring, and her reign began on the spring equinox. She was worshipped by the German people of Europe before the rise of the church. The Germanic people celebrated Ostara with huge feast the entire month of March, which is the spring equinox. The merriment continued until the Christian church spread throughout Europe and sought to convert the pagans into Christians. With this goal in mind, the Christian churches wanted to erase or diminish the pagan holiday and customs. The Christian church calculated that the first Sunday after the first full moon, directly following the spring equinox, would be called Easter and would honor Jesus' day of resurrection. Ostara rules over fertility, so you can ask Ostara to bring fertility to you if you're trying to conceive. You can also ask for fertility of your accomplishments. You can invite the goddess of spring into your circle to guide you through creativity and provide new pathways to enlightenment. Now, if you choose Ostara for your fertility goddess for this holiday, you can give her an offering of gratitude. She likes fresh flowers, fresh spring water, painted eggs, egg meals, traditional German meals, beer and wine. If you're wondering what kind of activities you can do for Ostara, there are plenty. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Ostara altar that you can make. So some altar items can include fresh flowers, eggs, pastel-colored candles, some representation of the fertility goddess. It could be a statue, a drawing, or a photo of your child self, sprouts, images of rabbits or rabbit figurines. I personally have these little, they're like grass rabbits that I got off of Etsy. Super cute. The sun card, the lover's card, crystals such as sunstone, green aventurine, moss agate, or peach moonstone, baskets, a cauldron of spring water, chicks, colored ribbons, and 4-leaf clovers. Another thing you could do is a childhood wonder ritual, which you just bring out your inner child and do an activity that you loved as a child. And then after you're done, journal about it. You can also do a balance ritual, which you just start by grounding yourself by meditating, doing breath work, free writing, or pulling cards to get clarity on the balance your heart is craving. Once you feel clear, you state out loud, where you would like to feel balanced. Light 2 candles of different colors and say, as I light these candles, I call in more balance between whatever you are wanting to balance. As the candles burn, visualize yourself having balance in your life. Take in this energy and let the candles fully burn. End the ritual by grounding yourself again and closing your ritual with gratitude. Another thing you can do is to create pastel colored candles. A cool candle that some pagans like to do for this holiday is to break an egg in half and fill the egg with candle wax and a short wick. You can also cook egg-related dishes. Some examples would include a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, lemon meringue, bacon, egg salad sandwich, egg and mango chutney flatbread, Turkish eggs, jalapeno deviled eggs, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits with apple butter, a breakfast pizza, buffalo deviled eggs, sourdough French toast, etc. I do have all the recipes for this if anybody wants it. You can also start a seed inside. So herbs associated with Ostara are clover, crocus, daffodil, honeysuckle, iris, jasmine, lilac, lilies, narcissus, and tulips. You can do something as simple as opening your windows for spring air. You can spring clean your altar or your home. You can also burn incense. So incense associated with Ostara are cedarwood, geranium, jasmine, lily, rose, lemongrass, patchouli, chamomile, tangerine, sandalwood, and ylang ylang. Again, some more simple stuff. You can admire some fresh flowers. You can go bird watching. You can set goals for the future. You can dye eggs just like how you do for Easter. You can make garden plans, go on a nature walk, dance, and hang wind chimes or a sun catcher. You can cast spells for new beginnings, gratitude, balance, fertility, abundance, raising energy with sound, take a ritual bath, meditate on beginnings, or manifest something new. Another thing that a lot of pagans do, if you have a garden, scatter some eggshells in your garden. You can also pull a tarot spread. So you can ask things like, what seed should I be planting in my life this spring equinox? What should I water or focus on during the season? Where do I need to grow this season? Where will I find abundance this spring? What will come back to me over the coming weeks? What is my overall spring equinox mantra? If you're wondering who the fertility goddesses are that you could call upon, you have Aphrodite, Demeter, Ostara, of course, Freya, Hera, Isis, the Lady of the Lake, Nemetona, and Persephone. And if you would prefer to call upon a green moon god, you can call upon Osiris, Yarlo, or Adonis. So this concludes the Ostara episode. I do have the full transcript as well as images up on my blog. That's Lorena Freya, LorenaFreya.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Facebook. That's Journey into Witchcraft Podcast. On Instagram, it's at Lorena Freya. TikTok, at Lorena Freya. Twitter, at Lorena Freya. And also have a Patreon, that's Journey into Witchcraft. I did just update my Patreon, so I now have 4 tiers. For tier 1, which is $5 a month, you get my entire grimoire that consists of multiple spells that I've written, bonus content that will not be published on my podcast or blog, and ritual ideas for each moon phase and some deities. Now we will have Netflix parties every weekend. You have access to my Discord. monthly shout out in my Facebook group, personalized welcome email, and group ceremonial spell work monthly. In Tier 2, which is $10 a month, you'll be able to vote and decide on the topic of the next podcast episode. You'll have access to the Discord server and will get a shout out on my weekly podcast, plus all things mentioned in Tier 1. In Tier 3, which is $20 a month, you also get a monthly 1-hour Ask Me Anything chat, and you do have access to that Discord server and everything from Tier 2. And for Tier 4, which is $50 a month, you have one live one-on-one session to use for your choice of divination reading, spell recommendations, etc. You have access to the Discord server plus everything in Tier 3.